Okay, we're going to finish our look at Texas Flood here by learning the third verse. This is the third and final verse that ends the song. Okay, so after his first vocal line, we have this part. Alright, so that's a slow whole step bend at the 5th fret on the G string. Grab the 3 on the high E. With your thumb down here, kind of pick 2 hard at the 3rd fret at the low E string. And then you play the 3rd fret barred across the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings with the vibrato bar. All right, the next phrase goes like this. All right, so it's kind of similar to what we've done before. Then it goes into kind of a longer lead line. It's a slight bend at the 5th fret on the G string. Then 3rd fret from the B to the E. Then slide 6 to 8 on the B. Vibrato, and then pick the 8 again. Then we have the 8th fret played twice. 6 on the high E. 2 bends at the 8th fret. To 6 to the 8th fret on the B. Now we start the longer run, which is going to go 8 twice on the B string, to the 6 on the E, 8 back on the B, 7 on the G. Then we're going to shift down really quickly and play the 5th fret, do a half step bend and release at the 5th fret on the G. So we have this. Pull off to the 3rd fret, over to the 5th fret D, back to the 3rd fret G string, and whole step bend at the 3rd string at the 5th fret. Then we have the 3rd fret on the high E to the G string. Hold that a little bit, and then we do the pull off from the 5 to 3 on the D, then pull off from the 5 to 3 on the A, going all the way over and hammering on to the 6th string, 5th fret. Okay, so we got okay. After the next line, we have this phrase. So that is going to be sliding to the 9th fret on the G string, then grabbing the 8th fret on the high E, then the same thing 2 frets lower, you just don't slide into it. That's 7th fret on the G, 6th fret on the high E. Then we're going to slide into, with our 2nd finger here, from 8 to 10 on the D string. Then you're going to go grab 10 on the, you're going to try to let these notes ring out while you're doing it. You're going to grab 10 on the B string here and slide it back to the 9th fret. So we're going to go. Now you'll see how that makes this 2nd finger go back as well. Then you're going to pick the 9th fret on the D string and slide it back to the 8th fret, which makes the 3rd finger on this string go back to the 8th fret, and then you're going to pick that 8th fret on the B string. So we got all right. Then after the next line, we have kind of a longer lead run. So what's going on there? We're going to do a slight bend at the G on the 5th fret on the G string, B to E to 3rd fret, hold that bend at the 6th fret and hold it with some vibrato. then do another bend, then a half step pre-bend at the 5th fret on the G string and release. Then we're going to hammer 3 to 5 and do a whole step bend at the 5th fret. Grab the 3rd fret across the B and the E twice. Whole step bend at the 6th fret. Then another half step bend and release at the 5th fret like we did before. Release. Hammer 3 to 5 into a whole step bend again. Then play 3 to at the B, then the E string. Just dig into the 6th fret just a little bit on the B string. So far we have. Then we have 3-5 on the E. You might want to play this with your 1st and 2nd finger because you got to quickly grab a whole step bend at the 6th fret on the B string. Then E to B on the 3rd fret. Whole step bend at the 5. Hit the 2 3s together on the B and the E string again. Then hit that top E note, and we start working our way down the scale now with this top 3rd fret on the high E string. Play 6-3 on the B, pull off 5 to 3 on the G, to 5 on the D, slight hold on the 3rd fret G with some vibrato, and then with that same lick we did before, pulling off 5 to 3 on the D, 5 to 3 on the A, and hammering on the 5th fret on the low E string. All right, then we come into these 9th chords after the next phrase. You're just gonna bar your 3rd finger across the 5th fret on the top 3 strings and mute these bottom 3 strings and just kind of rake into those 3 strings. Then come back 1 fret and play it at the 4th fret. It's just my 3rd finger here. That's a D9 to a D flat 9 to a C9. All right, and we're going to end the song here with, first I'll play the first half of the phrase. We go. Now that's going to be the 5th fret on the G and the B strings, and then the 6th fret on the high E. The best way to finger that is the 1st finger on the 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd string, and then the pinky here on the 3rd string, on the 1st string here. Pick that 3 times. Slight bends while you're doing it on all the strings. And then you hit the 3rd string and the 4th string open. Then come up to the 10th fret, and you're going to bend the 11th fret up like a quarter step. 10th fret on the high E, 11th fret on the B. Pick that 3 times, just slightly bending the 11th fret on the B. Quickly shift back and grab the 3s across the first 3 strings. And when you kind of put some pressure into it, so you kind of bend down that top string a little. Then grab 5 on the D, 3 on the A, and slide it up the A string into this chord, which is the 9th fret of the D string and the 10th fret across the first 3 strings. Then we have this last, and the very last lick in the song here. It's kind of got a lot of legato licks in it and some quick little bending, and ends with a nice cool G9 chord. So we're going to start it by raking. I'll just play through it really slowly at first. Okay, so let's start that with a downstroke rake across a few strings while you're going to be holding the 10th fret here with your 3rd finger, and you're going to slide in to the 12th fret, and you're going to rake across like the 2nd and 3rd string going into that 10. Then pick the 10th fret on the high E, then pull off 12 to 10 on the B string, then pull off 12, 11, 10 on the G string. Then you're going to roll over and grab that 10 again on the high E, over back to the 10 on the G. Slide quickly with your 3rd finger down into the 5th fret on the G string. Slow half step bend. Then pull off 5 to 3 on the D. Pick 5 on the A string. Then you're going to pick 4 on the A string and pull off to 3 and then slide down to 2. So we got and you're going to end it with this G9 chord. It's going to be a bar with your at the 2nd fret, really across from the 5th string to the 3rd string with your 1st finger, and then so that you're going to have the 2nd fret on the A string and the G string. And then you're going to add in front of that the 3rd fret on the D string, the 3rd fret on the B string, and then the 3rd fret on the high E string. That's with your 2nd finger, 3rd finger, and 4th finger respectively. And strum across that and add a vibrato bar to it. And that's how he ends Texas Flat. So I hope you guys enjoy learning the song. Like I said, it's a lot of phrases in it, especially just kind of break it down into bite-sized pieces and take your time learning it. And it may take a little bit of callus building. There's a lot of bending in this song, which may take a little bit of getting used to. All right, so I hope you guys had fun with it, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.